12s, listen up! Seattle is living a moment that could change everything. This defense is turning into a nightmare for any offense, and the veteran in the front seven is out there playing like he owns the field. And it's not just a good game here and there. Week after week he's setting the tone, hitting hard, and bringing that physical, old-school vibe back to Seattle. But hang on, because it gets even better. The pass rusher everyone had written off just came roaring back and lit up the last game, bringing back that fire that makes the 12s go wild and Lumen Field shake like it used to in the glory days. And buckle up, because things are about to explode in Seattle. The rumors are getting hotter by the day that one of our biggest defensive pieces could be on his way out, and that might open the door for a blockbuster move that could completely flip the script on this season. Will this decision turn Seattle into the most feared defense in the league or leave a hole that's tough to fill? I'm going to break it all down, take you behind the scenes, and explain what it means for the future of this team, but you've got to stick with me until the end, because every single detail matters. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications, because today the heart of Seahawks Nation is going to race for real. Let's start with a move that sparked a ton of debate among fans and even split the media when it went down, the trade for Leonard Williams. When the Seahawks sent 2 draft picks to the New York Giants to bring in a defender about to turn 30, a lot of people weren't happy. It felt expensive for a vet, especially for a team thinking long-term. Fans argued on Twitter, radio shows lit up with callers questioning the front office, and even analysts wondered if Seattle had overpaid. But time has passed, and now it's hard to find anyone questioning that trade. Williams has become the heartbeat of Seattle's defense and is playing at an elite level, week after week, setting the tone for the younger guys and bringing consistency to a unit that badly needed it. Even if the analytics sites like Pro Football Focus rank him 19th among defensive tackles, anyone watching the games knows those numbers don't tell the whole story. Look at what he does against the run, the constant pressure he brings up the middle, and how much he messes with opposing quarterbacks. It's almost impossible to watch a Seahawks game and not notice how Williams transforms the defensive line and changes the energy on the field. Head coach Mike Macdonald seems to have found the perfect piece for his scheme in Williams. He uses the vet smartly, mixing alignments and letting him anchor in the middle or shoot gaps on passing downs. That versatility has been a nightmare for opposing O-lines and a relief for Seattle fans who have suffered with front seven inconsistency in recent years. Comparing Williams' impact to other big names in the league is unavoidable, and while he doesn't have the same star power as Aaron Donald, his level of play is elite. It's not just stats, it's his presence, leadership, and the confidence you feel when the defense needs a big stop on third down. The way he celebrates with teammates after a big play, the way he hypes the crowd, that's what makes him the emotional leader of this defense. Speaking of confidence, nobody embodied that more this week than Uchenna Nwosu. After 2 injury-plagued seasons and some underwhelming performances, the pass rusher had his redemption night against the Arizona Cardinals. 2 sacks, living in the backfield, and most importantly, an energy that fired up the whole defense. You could feel it through the screen. The sideline was going crazy, the crowd was on its feet, and it felt like Seattle football was back. Seeing Nwosu back at his best is one of the best things fans could hope for, especially now when Seattle needs pressure to protect the secondary. Nwosu even talked after the game about how grateful he is to the front office and John Schneider for restructuring his deal and giving him another shot instead of just cutting him loose. "I just want to play football. Money comes and goes. What matters is being on the field helping my teammates," he said. That kind of quote hits deep and shows the culture Seattle is building, one that believes in its players and gives them the chance to bounce back and contribute. Nwosu's return also had a ripple effect on the defense. Macdonald pointed out in his presser that you could feel his presence out there and the rest of the group fed off it. The number of sacks and pressures told the story. It wasn't just one guy, it was the whole unit working in sync. When one pass rusher collapses the pocket, it opens lanes for everyone else, and that's exactly what we saw. Watching the D-line firing together is a great sign that this scheme is coming together early in the season, and if they keep building on this momentum, Seattle could have one of the scariest pass rush units by mid-season. But now let's talk about the biggest rumor of the week, a possible trade sending Rick Woolen out of Seattle. The quarterback who lit it up as a rookie has been struggling this year. Opposing coordinators have been targeting him and he's given up some costly big plays. According to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, several teams are keeping tabs and exploring a deal before the trade deadline. That raises a tough question. Should Seattle move him now while his market value is still high, or double down on coaching him up and hope he gets back to his 2022 form? Among the teams reportedly interested are the Raiders, Ravens, and even the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have been aggressive lately. Analyst Rob Statton suggested an even bolder idea: turn this into a player-for-player deal and go after linebacker Devin Lloyd, who's been rock solid and hasn't missed a tackle all year. The logic is simple: fix two problems at once by tightening up coverage and adding a reliable tackler to lock down the middle of the defense. That possibility has fans buzzing, but it also opens another debate. Would it be smarter to flip Woolen for offensive line help instead? Right guard and center are still the shakiest spots on this offense, and any upgrade there would make life a lot easier for Sam Darnold, who's been running this offense efficiently. Better protection means more time in the pocket, more consistency through the air, and more wins. So here's the dilemma: patch the defense or beef up the O-line and try to take the next step toward the playoffs? The front office has a big call to make in the coming days, and whichever way they go, it's going to say a lot about how they see this team's championship window. No matter what direction they go, one thing's clear: Seattle isn't sitting still. This is a team that believes in itself and knows its window is open right now. The impact of Williams, the resurgence of Nwosu, and the potential trade talk all show that this franchise is serious about building an elite defense for McDonald to work with. And the offense keeps finding ways to put points on the board even with protection issues. Bottom line, there's a lot happening in Seattle, and this season is shaping up to be electric from start to finish. Now I want to hear from you 12s. What got you fired up the most? Leonard Williams dominating, Nwosu's comeback game, or the trade rumor around the quarterback? If you were John Schneider, would you keep stacking the defense or put your chips on protecting the quarterback to let this offense cook? Drop your take in the comments and let's get this debate going. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss a single update. Let's show the power of the 12s! Go Hawks!